Cancer, to your mid-month and end of the month reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. This message coming out. We're going to go straight to career, money, and direction. Seeing what's going on. And then I will do your love and personal relationships. See what's going on first. You do have the Emperor coming out. Okay. With the Devil. The Wheel in reverse. Uh-oh. The Wheel in reverse. And the Three of Coins, recognition and reward. Wow. This shows that you're trying to hold everything together, being the Emperor. You're staying responsible, committed to your commitments, doing what's expected of you. But then we have this Devil energy that's coming in, that's making you feel tied to something. Something's draining you. You might even feel like this is becoming more of an obligation than something you're actually enjoying, right? And with the Wheel in reverse, it's kind of like the same pattern over and over again. It's kind of like if you are at work and you have to pick up everybody else's pace, it becomes tiring. It becomes boring. It's like, do your own work. Something of that nature, where it's kind of like everything's on your back and you seem to be doing everybody else's stuff, but still doing your own work, staying responsible to your commitments, keeping your end of the job of what is, what's required of you. Okay. Okay, let's get some clarifiers on this. You have the Moon in reverse, to the Queen of Cups, and Justice reverse. Yeah, I could see that Justice would be in reverse. I could feel like this is unfair. Tired of pulling all the weight of everybody else's stuff and trying to still do your job for the majority of you. Putting in the effort and not seeing any real change within the situation. If it's your own job and your own business, you might feel like, I'm putting out all this effort in this job. Is this job worth it? Kind of like, if you're running even an Instagram, maybe they're not giving you the money that you want, or your YouTube channel, you're pushing out all these videos, doing everything and not getting the rewards you're looking for. Feeling obligated also to help other people out. So take it how it resonates for you, but that's exactly what it's showing. It's like, I'm still cooperating, I'm still trying to fix, I'm still building with others, but it feels really unfair that I have to put out all this extra work and you are not helping out within the situation. So it does feel like there's going to be this realization phase, this end of the month, this mid-month, end of the month, somewhere within this time period, where it's almost like the truth is going to come to light, where there's going to be no more confusion about how I'm going to handle this situation, right? You're going to start recognizing, Cancer, right? Your emotional investment. Is this worth it? Right? Because my energy is not being matched. I'm doing all this work and you're not giving back to me. So there definitely is going to be this kind of wake up moment that's coming, and it could definitely be from this solar eclipse that's saying, here, right? I've been giving into this work and there's shared responsibilities, and I want to know why you're not doing your part. Or I want to know how this is going to work for me. Maybe I need to, if it's my own business, maybe I need to reorganize, redo something different. Maybe reinvent myself. Do something a little bit different. Okay. So it's, you are carrying a lot, okay, without any mutual effort. Okay, so let's get in here. So I do feel that clarity is coming, and I do believe it's from this solar eclipse. That's what solar eclipses do. They bring out the clarity of understanding and letting you see the bigger picture and what you can do to fix the bigger picture. Being highly intuitive at this time, get the moon and the Queen of Cups, and you are Cancer. So you might not be saying, staying very silent very long. I do feel like you're going to speak your truth with the Justice card. So getting into the love and personal life for you. You have the fertility, which is the Empress. You have the Magician in reverse, your awareness, suffering in silence, and choosing wisely, Seven of Cups, Nine of Swords to the Seven of Cups. So there's definitely showing that you've been showing up fully for this relationship, but you could be overthinking and worrying and wondering if it's being reciprocated. Yeah. Is somebody, am I doing the right thing? I just feel like you're asking a lot of questions right now. Are they serious? Are they not serious? What is this, right? Let's get some answers. Clarifying, please. On the Empress to the Magician. There it is, not giving. One-sided charity, one-sided love relationship. I give you all my love, all my attention, and you're pulling my strings. You're pulling me, you're pulling me along. Are you pulling me along? Is this real? Now the Judgment card. Wake-up call. You're having two major wake-up calls. You're having one in your work area and one in your love life. Got a lot going on. And I've noticed this with a lot of readings for people, that they're in both pillars, their career pillar and their love life pillar, that they're having a lot of changes and wake-up calls in both areas. Really feeling like they need to really push in both areas of their life. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, resistance. Feeling like they won't change unless, you change somehow. Why are they telling you that? It's almost like, so this dynamic of this love relationship won't change unless you do something. I don't know, it has to be dramatic to make them aware of the way that you're feeling. It's one of those things where it's like if they're meant to meet you and be with you, then they step forward, right? They need to step forward. They don't need to have, pull you along, And that's what it feels like, because they could be non-committal. They're giving mixed signals. I see that's a lot of it right there. That's a lot of it right there. Mixed signals. So let's see what your overall message is. Going to be a lot of speaking your truth into the month here to everybody. It's like, listen, everyone, okay? Yeah. Could be some shattered hopes and disconnection, feeling like things are misaligned, and they're either going to be fixed or they're not. Speaking your truth. There it is. Speaking my truth. That's it. Yep. You're either going to do as I'm saying, or I'm going to walk away from these situations. So I do feel like this is kind of a learning lesson in some areas, and you need to break some kind of karmic pattern coming, and we're getting ready for Mercury retrograde on the 25th. So you could feel like Mercury retrograde is pulling you backwards in some ways. they're going to have to understand that if it's only going to be one-sided charity over here, that's not going to sustain this relationship. Okay. This is what the fire horse says over here with this new fire horse energy coming in. Reclaiming some kind of emotional power instead of overextending yourself. Going after your own legacy, doing things for yourself. You have the Seven of Cups to the Eight of Pentacles to the Star. Working hard for what it is you truly want, making your own skill development, focusing on what's important to you. Hey, you know what? I have other choices and other things going on. And it's like the fire horse says, you know what? This is where things are going to change around. This is going to push you, Cancer, to reclaim your emotional power. This is where it's going to push you to say, this is what I need for my legacy and reinvent myself. No more over giving to the situations. And that goes for both pillars. Okay. Both pillars for sure. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.